Welcome to Wiskillville_TV, back with some Thursday night dirt late model action, WarHorse DIRTcar series here at Lernerville. That's what we're about to do here tonight. Heat race number 1 is about to come up. Anything settled over here on my side real quick. We'll go through the grid. No qualifying, random heat draws. Practice, a 20-minute practice session. They only practiced for the last 5 minutes to get the track worked in a little bit. As everyone's is rolling off the racetrack now. Lernerville Speedway, one of the most liked tracks on iRacing.com. No outside wall, like everyone knows. Chris Cox, Jamie Gilpin there on the front row. Jason and Jory. Nix, Desmond, Cody Nevin, Joey Reeder, and then Jacob Cook rounding out the race field. And this is how the heat race number 1 is going to be stacked up. And here we go, side by side, Chris Cox. Jamie Gilpin is going to lead this field down in to turn at number 1. Chris Cox going to get the best of it. 3 wide here in the middle part of the racetrack. That was Desmond Bisbee, stuck right smack dab in the early parts, and he's going to get bumped off the racetrack. One guy goes all the way off the racetrack. I believe that was Jason Korn, if I wasn't mistaken, but regardless, Chris Cox still our race leader. Cody Nevin's going to slide up right there to P2, but here comes Jamie Gilpin right back down to the bottom side in turns 3 and 4. Driver that went off the racetrack was Jason Korn there in the number 82 machine up there in that second spot, and then lap 1. Put that right rear tire over the cushion. Saying goodbye to his heat race. Gilpin, all sorts of pressure there behind him. Here's a gearbox cam. Cody Nevin, Joey Reeder, that's who's going to fall into that 3rd and 4th place as of right now. Desmond Bisbee here in that P5 spot, rounding out the top 5 as we work lap 4 of 10. We'll go ahead and make it lap 5 of 10. Halfway home to Mama. 1 minute and 8 seconds into the heat race number 1. Quick time is that number 7 machine as he works down low of Joey Reeder now. Down the backstretch and into turn number 3. A little bit of contact with Reeder. Reeder goes sliding sideways in turns 3 and 4. Was able to keep it straight though. So Desmond, he's going to pick up another spot, and now he's going to try to focus his attention on Cody Nevin as Nevin almost takes that late model outside of the ballpark. He's going to slide job in front. Cody Nevin with the crisscross move down back into turn number 1. We'll see that all in night number 1. He's going to try to slide it on up. The number 7 machine, 1 lane, threads the needle down the backstretch. Side by side for this 3rd spot as we have 3 laps to go. 1 minute and 55 seconds into it. And here's a race for the top spot. Right here, here's the last lap times up there on your screen. Gilpin 15.1, 15.3 for Cox. That's going to update with 2 laps to go. A 0.2 for Cox and a 0.2 for Gilpin. But the guy that ran the fastest lap time out there on the raceway is Desmond Bisbee. Had a little trouble getting around Cody Nevin. That took about 2 or 3 laps to get around him. Now the white flag is going away for him. White the flag out. Chris Cox, he's going to try to rip the lip up there in turns 1 and 2. A good run down the backstretch for him. And down into turn at number 3, that top slide. Already getting a little bit shiny. Come out of turn 4. Checker flag's going away for the 515 machine. Heat race 1 results up there on your broadcast now. Chris, Jamie, Desmond, Cody, Joey Reeder are going to be finishing that 5 spot. Jason Korn, Jacob Cook, and Joy Nix. I believe everybody will make it into the A main show here tonight, so this is all just for the lineup. Try to do some camera work. Look how great my camera work goes. I think that's coming off of turn 2. That's all I got. A little bit of race info here at Lernerville. Track length 0.37 miles. Temperature 74 degrees. Out there here tonight. we got a stacked lineup here. Kyler Bruce, he's going to be the driver that's going to be taking the top spot, driver from Michigan. John Derby with Huda Motorsports, the 00 machine. He'll be starting on the outside of the front row. Corey Silsby starting there in the inside of the second row. Brandon Freeberg, the 171 car. Driver from Illinois, he'll be starting in P4. Michael Blessing with Rocket Racing Setups, the 001 car. He'll be starting in P5. Devin Nelson, number 6. He'll be starting there in the 6th spot. Then Blake DeBennett with Dirt Panda with the 01 number. He'll be starting there 7th place. And then Randy Reeser rounding out the race field there in the 8th spot, the number 28 machine. So as we're stacked up and packed up, we're going to send these dirt late models 10 times around this joint. And here we go. Green flag out. Down into turn number 1. Right now, Kyler Bruce is leading this field. Brandon Freeberg right there in P2. John Derby. John Derby at 3rd spot. Corey Silsby, P4. I thought I was choking. My apologies. All right, back to the racing. Here we go. Corey Silsby almost tries to slide it up. Right in front of John Derby, not quite though, so he's going to fall back to 4th spot, nose to tail, all the way to the 5th spot, but here we go, side-by-side racing. Silsby wants that 3rd spot, trying to get to the bottom side of John Derby, not once, but twice. Almost got it, but has not completed it. Yeah, close, but no cigar. John Derby still holding down P3, and here we go with Michael Blessing hard on the brakes. Blessing had to stand on that whoa pedal, make sure he didn't slam the driver's side door of Corey. As we swap for the top spot now, Kyler Bruce trying to hold on to it. Brandon Freeberg trying to make a good charge up front. 1 minute and 44 seconds into this heat race. Laps 7 and 10. They work down into turns 3 and 4 now. Race leader, Kyler Bruce. Kyler goes a little bit wide coming out of turn 2. Brandon tries to keep that late model down low, a little bit farther down low, about 1 lane lower. And inside the cockpit now of the 171 machine. Last lap times are still up there on your screen. A 0.2 for Freeberg, a 0.4 for our race leader. 2nd place car running a very good lap time. John Derby, same thing. White, the flag is out. How is this going to all shake out? Freeberg needs that 1 more spot. He also has John Derby right there behind him to worry about one last time in turns 3 and 4. How will this shake out for the checkered flag? Nothing will happen. Kyler Bruce will come home with a checkered flag for heat race number 2. Freeberg P2, and then John Derby rounding out that 3rd spot. Heat race number 3, 7 cars, 10 laps, the exact same thing. As Travis Sinclair going to try to get an early start out there. Passing the pace truck, going right through it. Only 1 lap, that's what they do. Travis Sinclair, driver from Ohio. Very good pill draw for him. He'll be starting on that top spot with Thomas Vickers. The outside with that number 1 machine, Justin Flagg, P3. Michael Kennedy from the country of Texas, number 98. Scott Smith, P5. Scooter Black will be starting at 6th, and Dustin Lehman back there in that 7th spot with HRT Racing. Heat race number 3 should be our final heat race. 10 laps around Lernerville Speedway. Only 1 driver hung that right rear tire over that berm. We'll see if anyone else does it here in this race. Side by side, multiple rows deep out there. We may try to make it 3 wide. Justin Flagg, the number 12 machine, he's found himself right smack dab there in the middle part of the racetrack, almost 4 wide for a slight bit. The 98 of Michael Kennedy had to check out of it. He put that right rear tire as close as he possibly could to the outside. Michael Kennedy trying to move it up one spot from where he started. He's going to fall back a slight bit there on the backstretch. The number 12 machine of Justin Flagg still trying to grab that 3rd spot. And all this is doing is helping out this driver right here. You do not want to let this driver go. He already set the quick lap time here for this heat race with a 15.1. Thomas Vickers has found himself pretty settled in for that 2nd place, and then 3rd on back. It is anyone's race. Not clear yet. He almost tried to slide up. And we are still side by side down into turn number 1. Justin Flagg with a slide job, trying to park it right on Michael's nose. He was able to get that done. Michael had to hit the brake pedal just a little bit. He fell back to P4 now. So a 3rd spot, give that to Justin Flagg. Now here comes Scott Smith in that 53 machine. Scott started out in the 5th spot. He's going to be sitting in P5 as of right now. Actually, everybody but Dustin Lehman. Oh my gosh, he smashes the outside wall and absolutely kills Scooter Black. Green flag, no yellow flag. Scooter Black's machine is completely tore up. Nobody has made a pass here in the heat race number 3. As they run right now, that is exactly where they started. The only hope we got as of right now with a lap and a half to go is right here. Michael Kennedy and Scott Smith. If Scott Smith can pass Michael Kennedy there in the number 98 machine, that'll be the only pass out there. Last lap time, or the last time in turns 3 and 4 for heat race number 3. Sinclair, Vickers, Justin Flagg. And he's not going to be able to do it. The 98 machine and Michael Kennedy going to finish in P4. Scott Smith rounding out the top of 5. Dustin Lehman absolutely smoked that outside wall, and Scooter Black had absolutely nowhere to go. Those are the 2 drivers that Scooter Black came across the checkered flag. As they get ready for warm-up, I don't believe they take it. And there you go. There's your answer. Checkered flag waves. We're going Mac Daddy Racing now. Thank you all for tuning in to WhiskeyOval_TV last week for WarHorse DIRTcar Series. My mic did a Windows update. Completely messed up about everything. Yeti settings were all wrong. OBS settings were wrong. I tried to go live. That didn't work out. I watched another broadcast. I think it was last night. He was having the exact same issue that I was having. So I sent the dude a DM. I said, hey, man, this was my fix. I try to be a nice guy once in a while. These guys only do one warm-up lap. So for the WarHorse DIRTcar Series, this is how the driver lineup is going to shake out. Packed house here at Lernerville. The driver that's going to be starting on pole with HRT Racing, the number 515 machine of Chris Cox. Outside of him, give it to Kyler Bruce, driver from the Great Lakes. Travis Sinclair, going to be a quick driver right there. He'll be starting back in the 3rd spot with Jamie Gilpin with the Rocket Esports, a 1-1 car. He'll be starting there in P4. Making up the 3rd row, Brandon Freeberg and Thomas Vickers. 4th row is going to be Desmond Bisbee and John Derby with Hood Up Motorsports. 5th row, Justin Flagg and Cody Nevin. Corey Sibley, the 999 machine. Tail Tagging Motorsports and Michael Kennedy from the great state of Texas, the home of the Buckies. On down the list, halfway through, Joey Reeder, Michael Blessing, Scott Smith. You have Jason Korn back there in P16. Devin Nelson will be starting back in 17th place with Scooter Black from the crazy state of California, the number 5 machine. He'll be starting 18th. Jacob Cook, EAC Racing, the 029 machine back there in P19 with Blake DePennant right there alongside him with Dirt Panda. Dustin Lehman, HRT, he's back in 21st. His teammates starting up there on the top spot. Jory Nix, another Buc-ee's guy, starting there in the double deuce spot, and then Randy Reeser rounding out the race field. 50 laps is the distance around this place. So many times we're going to send these dirt late models around. And they're going to get lined up just right. Awesome shot from the rear end of these cars. Tyler says, good luck, fellas. James Clausen, let's go Darby. John Darby, back there in the 7th spot. That's where he's going to fall into place as of right now, as everyone tries to get their lineup just right. Pace truck is off. We'll be going green flag racing this time by, and there we go. Green flag is out. 50 laps is the distance. The yellow flag waves. Lernerville tonight. Next race is going to be Lima Land for 75 laps. Eldora right after that on 8/12. A Cedar Lake 8/19. That's going to be a 75 lapper. But this Eldora race, though, kind of got it circled here on the calendar. It's a 100-lap race. I don't know how I feel about Eldora here on the iRacing platform, as James Clausen just shared the stream. Much appreciated, James. Not the biggest fan of the Eldora track here on the iRacing platform. We go to Cedar Lake right after that. They got Fairbury, Knoxville. That'll be a fun one. Bristol Dirt, and then we're going to wrap up the season on the 9/16 with a 100-lap show at the Dirt track at Charlotte, and this should be the final restart here, or the initial restart. Chris Cox, Kyler Bruce, side by side here in turns 4. Diamond cut off of turn 4, and green flag is out. And we're going Mac Daddy racing now. Chris Cox having a very good night for himself. He just needs to cap it all off. Yellow flag's on a wave, and I think we got a lot of guys wrecking. Thomas Vickers, Gilpin, they're showing out of this race. Paul Hollerland won last week. Travis Sinclair, P2. Travis Sinclair's been running up in the top 3 quite a bit. Just has not really been able to... He's been in positions to win many races. Just hasn't been able to capitalize. They're on the outside there in the number 13 machine. Diggs by Dirt One Racing. That's up there in the top in that top right-hand corner. That's going to be tonight's sponsor, or the main sponsor for the WarHorse DIRTcar series. And here we go. Hopefully we get some green flag laps in. Gilpin Vickers out of this race already. Green flag out. Diamond cut off of turn 4. Chris Cox. And we're going dirt late model racing here at Lernerville in the sunshine, not in the nighttime. 3 wide, and we're beating and banging back here. Look at this mess back here. Yellow flag already waving. are 3 minutes and 40 seconds into this feature race, and I don't think we made one green flag lap yet. As the number 5 machine, Scooter Black, just completely flips himself. Watch this number 5 machine. That was under caution. Back on the wheels, though. Grabs the toe, he's out. Chris Cox, I see this guy a lot in a lot of different leagues. He also has a gaming page on Facebook. I believe it's Cox Gaming. Runs a lot of modifieds, I believe. But here we go. Hopefully we can get some laps in now. Green flag out. One guy goes off the racetrack. That's going to be Travis Sinclair. Yellow flag already back out. Only on lap number 5 now. Some drivers haven't had the best of nights here at Lernerville. A lot of beat-up race cars already. Beat-up outside wall. We get some green flag laps in. Here we go. Not much to talk about. And we're already crashing. We don't keep the green flag weighing though. That was Corey with a 999 machine. It's on somebody else. As of right now, here we go. We're breaking down the race field now. Chris Cox, he's going to be a race leader with Brandon Freeberg, one of the race admins for this league. And the 171 machine, he's going to work that top side part of the racetrack. Chris Cox going to stick that thing right smack dab there in the middle part. He's going to give a little bit of room up there on the top side for Brandon Freeberg to work. Brandon almost tried to take it. Not quite. Almost chops the nose off of Desmond Bisbee. That's how they run for lap 8 now. The 31 machine of Kyler Bruce trying to work his way up top now. Trying to get around Brandon Freeberg for that second spot. Will he do it? Down the backstretch, side by side. That's about half a car length over P3 now. And he's going to do it. So Kyler move him up to P2 on lap 10 of 50. 40 laps to go around here at Lernerville. Plenty of grip out there on the raceway. Third on back. It is a mess right now. It is a bird's nest. Brandon, top side. The guy that's on the bottom side is going to be Desmond Bisbee. Bisbee's been having a very strong car, man. A very, very fast car down there in that number 7 machine. You have John Derby and Michael Blessing there in that 5th and 6th spot. But Brandon, he is under pressure to lose another spot. He's going to get shuffled out of the top 3. But Desmond Bisbee down to the bottom side, and he is making that thing work. And he may try to check out in the top spot. Got right up in front of the 31. Was able to slow down Kyler Bruce, almost wrecking back there for that 4th spot. And we have a new race leader. Desmond Bisbee passed 3 cars on 1 lap. Side by side for P2 now. Kyler, he's going to try to put some pressure on Chris Cox as Chris tries to rip the lip. Slide job right in front of him. Chris going to look back right down to the bottom side. The 31 machine of Kyler Bruce has plenty of speed in that dirt late model. Just got to get around Chris Cox so he can put all of his momentum to the race leader of Desmond. Inside the cockpit, inside the visor cam of Brandon Freeberg here, the 171 machine. He has a roadblock there in front of him of Kyler and Chris. Lernerville gets extremely dusty out there. A little bit hard to see these corners once this dust starts flying up into the air. Last lap times up there on your race screen, a 15.6 for our race leader. As everything updates, almost 3 wide for P3. The number 1 machine, Michael Blessing, he's trying to work his way up there to the top 4. Made a little bit of a mixture, but still a little bit far back. Lap 19 of 50 is complete now. 9 minutes and 36 seconds into the Mac Daddy show. Desmond Bisbee captured the race lead about 8 laps ago, and he is set to sail now. But Kyler Bruce, he is a coming. Last lap times, they update who runs the quickest. Kyler Bruce does just by a small bit, and the yellow flag is going to wave just shy of the 10-minute mark. And there you go. The 0-1 car of Blake. Kyler Bruce there on the 31 was slowly starting to hunt down Bisbee there, our race leader. 30 laps ago. Like to see how that would have played out if that would have went green. Plenty of traction, plenty of grip out there though. As of now, we'll see. Still got 30 laps left. 50 lap A main. It's usually a long A main for a lot of these dirt leagues. WarHorse DIRTcar series. They run a little bit longer A mains. 100 lap race next week or 2 weeks. I just said it. Next week, out of Limaland, out of Lernerville, they go to Limaland for 75 laps, and then Eldora for 100 laps. Scott Smith, the 53 machine, he's back here in the 9th spot. He has moved up all sorts of spots. I believe he's moved up 9 spots now. They're in his dirt late model. Scott Smith, number 53, driver out of the Midwest. He's up there outside of the third row. Best lap time, there it is. Kyler Bruce talking a lot about him. Hopefully I don't jinx him. We're going to be side by side. Green flag's going to be next time by. Joy Nix back here in the 10th spot. I think he's going to actually be 12th. Maybe 11th. But regardless, he's moved up. He's moved up 10 spots there in that number 95 machine. Driver from the great state of Texas, Thomas Vickers in P13. Lehman back in P14. Seen him get absolutely demolished there in his heat race. Green flag out. The outside row does not like to go. And Kyler Bruce, he got shuffled back. Brandon Freeberg going to try to slowly creep up in front of that front nose. He's going to stick it right back down to the bottom side. A lot of drivers here at Lernerville tonight is working the bottom side of the racetrack. Lots of grip there in turns 3 and 4. How will that shake out with 29 laps to go? Will everyone start slowly moving up? The 31 machine of Kyler Bruce, he wants 0 part of that bottom side. And look at the run he gets on the high side. High side is working for the 31. Desmond Bisbee, though, still our race leader. Chris Cox, he's back to the 4th spot. He was our pole sitter. John Derby, P5 now. Justin Flagg back to 6th place. A little bit different of a race here at Lernerville. Everybody usually way up there next to the outside edge. A lot of guys working the bottom side part of the racetrack, though. On board with Joey Reeder. He is outside of the top 10 right now. Just needs one spot to crack the top 10. Had a very good run last week, as we just made it to the halfway point this time. Field works down into turns 3 and 4 now. Joey Reeder, he falls back another spot. He's going to be in the 12th spot now. Michael Kennedy right there behind Joey Reeder. And the 30 machine of Dustin Lehman is starting to blink in and out now. Back up front to the top spot. You can throw a blanket over the top 3. Brandon Freeberg holding up with the top 2 drivers. And we got a race on our hands, folks, here tonight. Lap 27 of 50. Desmond still trying to hold on to it. Bruce trying to capture away, but he has Freeberg there right behind him. Nose to tail rounds 3 and 4 once again. Everybody slowly coming off the bottom side. Part of the racetrack in turns 3 and 4. Same thing in turns 1 and 2 now. Dust is absolutely flying, and this is slowly going to start messing up their vision. Track map, that is their racing order, and we still got plenty of track left until we reach that back spot. So going down the race field now. John Derby, P4, Chris Cox. He was a driver that sat on that top spot when we took the green flag. He's back to P5 now. Randy Reeser moving up 17 spots to the number 28 machine. Haven't talked about him at all right now. Trying to get around this 515 machine up on the high side. He gets squeezed out. Now he's just going to go right down to the bottom side. That machine looks like it can go absolutely anywhere and still cannot get around Chris Cox to that top 5 spot. Randy Reeser moved up 17 spots, and he just needs one more. Just having a very hard time around that 515. 53 machine of Scott Smith's back here in P7. Thomas Vickers, 8th place. Justin Flagg, 9th. Rounding out the top 10 is the number 98 machine of Michael Kennedy. Travis Sinclair did not have a very good start of the race. He's back to P11 now. Jory Nix, 12th place. Joey Reeder, 13th. Dustin Lehman, he's moved up 7 spots. He's back here in the 14th. Devin Nelson, P15. You have Cody Neveth back here in the 16th spot. Jason Korn, Corey, Michael, and Jamie. And then you have Jacob Cook rounding out the race field. So that's the lineup as of right now. That's how the field runs. And we have a lap car not too far away from our race leader of Desmond. Definitely going to be able to catch him in the 29 machine of Jacob Cook is running that line. There's a lap car, and there's our leader right there. And the 29 machine of Jacob Cook on the edge of going a lap down, and the caution flag is going to save him. Merry Christmas, Jacob Cook with EAC Racing. You're about 2 car lengths away from getting lapped and by Desmond Bisbee. Thomas Dennis says, "Let's go, John Derby." Nick says, let's get him Randy Reeser. Out there on the chat. Much appreciated, you guys, for tuning in here at Wisco_TV. A little bit of a rough start here to the Mac Daddy show here tonight for the WarHorse DIRTcar series, but it has been some incredible racing so far. Don't know exactly what caused the yellow flag, so we're just kind of gotta go with it here. We'll see if this was it. Nope, there it is. Right rear tire, don't hit the wall. That's what brought out the caution flag. Back to live mode, back to race mode we go. Here's the lap times for the top guys. we'll keep an eye on that once we go back to green flag racing. So watch that inside. Watch that red car. It gets always a very good start here at Lernerville. You definitely want to be on the inside line, and Brandon Freeberg is just going to easily capture that second spot away from the 31 and Kyler Bruce. So down the backstretch we go. Here we go. Lap 38 of 50. Desmond is going to be a race leader. Brandon's going to slide that dirt late model up to P2, and we have chaos. Absolute chaos back here. A ginormous pileup. Green flag is still waving, though. Green flag is still out on the racetrack. Dustin Lehman is being shown out of this race. Randy Reeser, our hard charger as of right now, he's sitting back here in the fifth spot with 10 laps to go, with Chris Cox all over the back bumper. And the yellow flag is going to wave. Darby was trying to put up he was trying to put as much pressure on Kyler Bruce as he possibly can. But now Brandon Freeberg is going to have to restart on the outside of the front row, which is usually not the best sign. Usually not the best spot to restart with these things here at Lernerville. Dusty says, hey, hang on to it, Des. Driver right here. Desmond Bisbee, the race leader. 20 minutes and 37 seconds into the Mac Daddy show. Lots of green flag runs. We had a monster green flag run there in the middle part of the racetrack. Or in the middle part of the race. Kind of curious, so will they do a single file restart, or will they have to stack them up and pack them up? For Brandon's sakes, he would definitely wants to see a single file restart. We've done double file restarts all night long. Are they going to change it? Looks like they will. No one's stacking up and packing up. And the lights on the pace truck is off, so we're going green flag racing this time by. There's going to be 9 laps to go when they take the green flag. And into turns 3 and 4, they're going to go one more lap. They threw out an extra caution. I'm really excited for this 28 car, though. Crack the top 5. He would love to see a double file restart. He'll be down on the bottom side part of the racetrack. That's definitely where you want to be. So pace truck is off. Here we go. Green flag racing. 9 laps to go. Can the 7 machine hold on to it? Brandon Freeberg, does he have anything to say for the race leader? Green flag out. Good restart for Brandon. Everybody else, not the best. And 3 wide racing down in turns 1 and 2 for that last and final podium spot. John Derby tries to work the bottom side part of Kyler Bruce. Bruce sets that right rear tire along the cushion side, and he's going to hold on to P3. Darby's going to slide right up to P4, and Randy Reeser still is our hard charger. But it's going to be back in the 5th spot, so up front we go. The race leader, coming off of turn 4 this time. Last lap times are up there on your race screen. A 15.8, Brandon a 16.0. 7 machine still has plenty of speed in it. He's leaving himself a little bit of a cushion there on the high side too. Don't want to chance it. Don't want to chance it. Sending that right rear tire off the edge. And I thought he was about to do it there, and he was on the edge down the backstretch. Four laps to go now, and our race leader of Bisbee is absolutely the fastest race car out there on the race field right now. John Darby still P4, Reeser P5, Scott Smith back in 6th place, Travis Sinclair He's moved back 4 spots since the green flag is waved. Did not have the best of the start of the race. Michael Kennedy back down to the bottom side of Sinclair. Earlier into the race, everybody fought for the same real estate down there on the dirty side. Now everybody's fighting for the same real estate next to the outside cushion, and hold on to it, children. And Chris Cox goes spinning. And the yellow flag is going away with two laps to go. And that is something the number 7 machine did not want to see. We was on board with somebody. I think it was Michael Kennedy, and he just completely blinked out. Completely blinked out of the racetrack. Chris Cox started off tonight's race. Awesome. Did very good in his heat race. Started on pole for this 50-lap Mac Daddy show. And right now, that car is absolutely destroyed. He's outside of the top 10. See if he can scavenge anything for this last part. Diggs by Dirt 1, main sponsor for the WarHorse DIRTcar series. Bisbee coming home to mama with the checkered flag in hand. Yellow flag wave, that just ruined his night there. A little bit more pressure now. Yellow flag, we should probably show the caution. That'd be a good idea. Here we go. Everything gets stacked up there. 98 gets loose, slide job, whatever. Then watch this. Someone just completely blinks out. There he is, out there on the high side. And regardless, man, they were just... Joey Reeder got to the inside of Chris Cox, and that's all it was. Green flag this time by, I do believe. It is. Pace truck off the raceway. 2-lap shootout. Bisbee, Freeberg, Bruce, and Darby. And Randy Reese are top 5. Green flag out. Brandon Freeberg gets a really good restart in P2. He's trying to hang to that back bumper of the number 7 machine. White flag, one more time to go. Bisbee is going to try to lead this thing one more time around Lernerville, and he has checkered flag in hand. Kyler Bruce, P3. John Derby, 4th place. Randy Reeser still top 5. Top 5 did not shake up whatsoever. Scott Smith back in 6th place. Travis Sinclair trying to work the high side to the checkered flag. Scott Smith's going to hold on to that 6th place. The man of the hour right here, a dominating performance by the number 7 machine after moving up 6 spots here in the Mac Daddy show. Led almost the entire race. Grabbed the lead with only like lap 10. And did not look back. Driver from California. Freeberg ran a really good race. Just got 2nd. Kyler Bruce, P3. We'll jump into the broadcast booth or into their Discord. We'll try to interview the top 3 drivers. A little bit of overtime here. 51 laps complete. 27 minutes and about 35 seconds is what it took. Desmond, top spot. Brandon Freeberg, P3. And then Kyler Bruce, the 31 machine, is going to finish there in the 3rd spot from the Great Lakes. Kyler Bruce, man, good race, dude. He's up there in the top 3 all night long.
Yeah, thank you. Car felt pretty good. Definitely was happy with it. Happy with the result for sure.
How do you like Lernerville with these dirt late models?
Honestly, it's probably one of my favorite tracks. Can't wall ride. There's no wall, obviously, except for the front stretch, and takes some finesse to not blow it over the top.
Ran top 3 all night long. I believe you led a few laps, but overall, man, what was your car missing to capture that top spot?
I really don't know. It was a little tight at the beginning, and then towards the end, I thought it felt good, and I just had nothing for Freeberg or Desmond, and they were gone. I had nothing for them.
Well, man, at the end of the night, a lot of drivers showed up here to race, and you finished here in the final podium spot. So congratulations! I believe we go to. I think I've said this 3 times now on the stream. I still can't remember. Lima Land, 75 laps. How do you feel about that place?
I'm looking forward to it. I like Limeland quite a bit. It's a short track, elbows up type of race. Sure should be a pretty good show for the fans.
Very cool, man. Hey, you got any shout outs that you'd like to give?
Yeah, my team, Sidebite Motorsports. There's quite a few of us in the league. We all run pretty well together. Maconi Setup Shop, 10 to Win, it's YouTube channel of one of our teammates. And other than that, just thanks to Freeburg and St. Clair for putting the league together.
Very cool, man. We'll see you next Thursday.
Sounds good.
Kyler Bruce going to finish there in that third spot. The man that's going to finish in a P2 is going to be Freeburg. And, man, you was running second and third place all night long. One of the restarts, though, man, I got to ask you, the bottom, or you definitely don't want to be starting on the outside of that, on that front row on the restarts, do you?
No, you talking about when I passed Kyler there at the end?
Yes.
Yeah, he was kind of hung out to dry starting outside on that restart. It's really hard to see the leader when they fire. So I got a pretty good jump. I was able to get some traction going down the front stretch and threw kind of a short slider there and got by him. I thought he'd have more drive coming off of 2, but he didn't. So I pulled up there and then got a caution shortly after, and it was 10 to go. So we went single file. So I was pretty happy for that. Otherwise, he would have gotten that spot right back because he was definitely quicker than me.
Lernerville, high side, man, putting the right rear tire right on the edge all night long. How much does this dust affect you whenever when you are racing nose to tail?
Yeah, the dust is pretty intense since the last update. So yeah, when you're right behind a few guys, it's pretty bad trying to run the top, and it's such a fine line. It's easy to make a mistake. But luckily, we were up front most nights, so it wasn't too bad. But I know if you're mid pack, it's about impossible to see. So thankful for that.
Felt a tad bit short. What was your car missing?
Car wasn't missing anything. I mean, we're all on fixed setup here. Everybody's running the same stuff. I knew Dez was going to be really good. He's really good anywhere the track goes to top. And if you'd asked me who I thought was going to win before the race, I'd have said Dez for sure. So good to see him have a good run. He's had some bad luck here in the last few weeks in the league, but happy to see him get a win for sure.
Very cool, man. You got any shout outs that you like to give?
Yeah, for sure. Everybody at Rocket Esports, all the help they give. Diggs by D1RT, great setups. If you haven't bought one, go check them out. ML Performance, Matt Logan, he's a huge help. Freeburg Racing Components, Berg Sim Racing, 309 Designs, everybody that helps out. Appreciate it.
Much appreciated, man. We'll see you next Thursday.
Yep, thank you.
Brandon Freeburg finishing there in that second spot. 10 laps ago, right when he captured that second spot, the yellow flag came out in single file. A little bit of race luck. But that driver that finished in the top spot is going to be Desmond Bisbee. And, man, you moved up 6 spots in the Mac Daddy show. You capture the checkered flag not the checkered flag. You capture the lead quite early. And, then, man, you really didn't look back.
Yeah, that was a good race. The bottom came in there early in the race, and then that started working, made up some spots, and then once the bottom went away, kind of just turned into a 1-lane track, and just try to stay smooth and consistent. Yeah.
Daytime racing versus nighttime racing. Does a track change a little bit different from the two?
I think so, yeah. Like track temperature and all that. Probably nighttime would maybe be a little faster, different lanes, but I prefer daytime racing though, but it varies.
We've seen a lot of you guys working that bottom side part of the racetrack very early on into the race. When did you know that the bottom side was slowly going away and the top side was the fast lane?
I kept running the bottom, and I could hear Kyler coming to my outside, and I figured it's not working anymore, so I just moved up, and from there on just stayed smooth.
Lima Land next week, short track racing. How do you feel about that place?
Lima Land's one of my favorite tracks, so I feel like I should do decent if I have a little bit of luck there, so should be a good race.
Very cool, man. Well, dude, dominating performance, like I said. I believe you. Let me double check before I say this. But I'm pretty sure you also set the quick time out there on the raceway. Nope, sorry, you didn't. Kyler Bruce set the fast lap time. with a 15.533. You finished with a .549. So almost a quick lap time, but man, moved up 6 spots, led most of the laps, and finished on that top spot with the checkered flag in hand. So congratulations, Desmond Bisbee. And dude, got any shout outs?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for putting this on. And I'd like to thank my team, Team No Love, Brooks Motorsports, House of Speed, Apollo Race Paints, Kilgore Consulting, and thank the drivers for a nice, clean race.
Very cool, man. It was a blast to watch, and we'll see you next Thursday at Lima Land at 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central.
See you there.
Thanks, man. Bisbee, top spot. Dominating performance. Led most of the laps. No one had anything for him. Brandon Freeberg, a little bit of racing luck there. Regardless, he was still plenty fast. He captured that P2 spot. Kyler Bruce, he was definitely the first car out there on the high side. When that bottom was going away, John Derby, P4, Randy Reeser is going to be unofficially the hard charger in that number 28 machine. With moving up 18 spots. Finishing that top 5 spot. Scott Smith, Travis Sinclair, Corey, Joey, Jamie, Joy Next, Jason Korn, Devin back in 13th spot, Thomas Vickers, Justin Flagg, and Chris Cox. Now, I've already talked about it. Don't want to keep harping on it. Had a very, very good night going on, man. Going into the A-Main, had a very good heat race. Looked very solid early on into the A-Main show, and then dominoes fell for that machine. Finished back in the P16, Jacob Cook and Michael Kennedy back in the 17th and 18th spot. And then there it is. Cody Nevin, Dustin, Michael Blake, and Scooter Black rounding out the race field here for this Thursday night racing. I absolutely love daytime racing. You know, on a lot of these tracks, Lernerville is definitely one of them. League should go a little bit more daytime racing. That's just my opinion. It's really not worth much. Kyler Bruce set the fast lap time with a 15.533. And here's a gains up there on your screen as well real quick. There it is, that big 18 there in that P5 spot. Jory Nix moved up 11. Quiet night for Jory Nix. I did not talk about him much at all. Moved up 11 spots, so congratulations to that driver from Texas. Anyways, that's going to do it for WhiskeyOval_TV. Much appreciated everyone for tuning in. Back live with these guys next Thursday. WarHorse DIRTcar Series presented by Diggs by Dirt One Racing. Thanks for the likes and follows and shares. Dusty, great announcing, sir. Really nice broadcast. Much appreciated, man. A little rough start here for me here tonight. That's all right, though. Iron out the old wrinkles, and we're back. We'll just keep on rolling. Anyways, that's it. I'm signing off. Thank you all for tuning in. It's a blast covering the WarHorse DIRTcar Series. I think they have the most views on my TikTok at WhiskeyOval_TV. I think Joy Nix was one of is part of one of my TikToks that got one of the most views. Anyways, all right, be a nice person. Enjoy some iRacing.com. New week, somewhat of a new week. We're on a Thursday. Everyone, be nice. Take care. Stay healthy. We'll see you guys next Thursday night with the WarHorse DIRTcar Series. I'll be back live Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock Eastern with some more dirt late models, and then the probably the best 410 league out there on iRacing, the Nodak Outlaw Sim League. I'll be with them at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. That 410 sprint car action. All right, that's it. I'm going to hit the end stream now. We'll see you guys.